Okay, let's make an apron. This is the pattern I'm going to use. Okay, so now I have all my fabric cut out. I have a front and back piece. I cut 4 for 2 pockets because I'm going to put these each like this and then sew them together. This is for my ruffle at the bottom. I'm going to sew all 3 of those together. The 2 shorter straps are for the neckties and the 2 longer straps are for the waist. I always start with the pockets, and so I am going to sew all the way around each one of these, except I'm going to leave a gap on one side so that I can turn it right side out. I have now pinned those in place, and to close up the hole where I turned them, they're going to get closed when I sew the pocket on. I'm going to start here and backstitch well, and then go up to here, backstitch well. To find out where you place these, you can look at your pattern and it shows you different sizes where you would pin those. Now to make the ruffle, you are going to sew all 3 of those pieces together, and you're going to put the long one in the middle, and then on each end you are going to fold under about a 1/2 inch and then just iron that flat. Then you are going to fold it in half lengthwise, and you're going to iron this, and this takes a while because you have to do that whole thing. Now that I have that all ironed, I found the center of my fabric, and I'm going to start pinning this. I'm going to start going this way for this side and this way for this side. Make sure you have your raw side down here with this other raw side. Then you're going to take each end piece and you're going to come up here, but don't go all the way to the top. Leave about that much room. It's roughly 1.5 or 1.25 inch down. Now you're just going to continue making the pleat, so you're just going to try to space evenly and keep folding and pinning, folding and pinning, folding and pinning, and you're going to do the same thing with this side until you have the whole thing done. Okay, now that that's pinned into place, I'm going to sew pretty close to the edge just to kind of tack that down. I will be sewing over this again later when I put the back on. Now that that is all sewn on, we're going to sew the neck and the waist ties, and all of these are done the same way. You're going to fold your fabric right side in like this. So you'll fold it lengthwise in half, and then you're going to sew from here down to here, but you're going to leave this end open so you can turn it right side out. You're going to do that with all 4 straps. If you have a turning tool, it will make it a lot easier to turn this right side out. First strap is done. Okay, so this is how I'm going to position the straps, and I'm going to have the open side on here, and make sure that you have this folded in still, down just a little bit from the yellow, and then up here you just want to make sure they're spaced pretty evenly apart. And again, I sewed, this is the raw edge, and then this is the closed end. Just tack it on really close to the edge because you're going to sew it all over again when we put the back on. Somehow I deleted putting the back on, but all you do would be you were to put that other fabric right side down, and then you would sew all around the outside, but you'll leave a gap where you're going to turn this right side out. So now, since I already have my back on, you'll see I have this hole where I pulled the fabric through, and I just need to hand stitch to sew that up. And that is my completed apron. And this is the back.